Hello, I am super amped up because not only are we going to talk about all the rugs, refunds, and rewards, we're going to talk about my absolute first AMA I'm going to be doing later this week and the awesome project associated with it. And I'll let you know that in a few minutes in the middle of this video, so stay tuned. All right, so first up, we're going to talk about Eazybot. Now remember, I'm going to talk to you about, I'm going to give you some alpha of a project I'm going to be doing an AMA with, but we're going to talk about a couple other projects first and the rugs, rewards, and refunds that we encountered this week, and I'll give you all the news here. So first up is Eazybot. My Eazybot actually had a decent week this week. I say actually because it's been in a little bit of a slump, so let's take a look at that. So Eazybot, as you can see, is doing fine. We're getting 1.1, 1.4, 3.2, and then it started to slump as the market dumped in August, and it's been kind of low for a little bit, and it started to come back in the last 2 weeks. Well, this past week, I had about a 0.8% return, which remember, I shoot for a 0.5 to 1% weekly return in Eazybot. Now, that doesn't, do it for a lot of people, but for me, with the risk associated, because Eazybot is just software that tells my exchange to buy and sell. So that way, I'm getting I have the safety of holding my own funds. Now, there are risks because it is trading, it's bot trading. There are some certain risks associated, but a lot less than giving your money to a stranger and hoping they trade it and do a good job and give you your money back. So this is my Eazybot this week. It did pretty well. So I got a 0.8% return. As you can see, I have $3,690 in my Eazybot. My profits were about $29.34. And a lot was moving up and down. So as long as there's some volatility, you can make money. It doesn't have to go skyrocket for you to make money, because it buys, you initially buy in. It will do this for you, the algorithm, the Eazybot algorithm. All the information for everything I'm going to talk about below, and all the links are down below, or today or down below. So this one, again, it buys in, and then when the coin goes up, it sells. If the coin goes down, it buys, and then it sells as it goes back up. So as long as you're going up and down, it should return you a profit. So that's how Eazybot did this week. I'm actually pretty happy with this 0.8% return. I know people look for that in a daily return, but as you know, as the name I said earlier, rugs, refunds, and rewards suggest that there's also a higher probability of a rug in that case. Now, next up, Quopi. Now, I will tell you, I'm a Quopi skeptic since day one. Since day one, I've been a Quopi skeptic, but the reality is it continues to perform. It outperforms anything else I have. I'm in the middle of my second full cycle. As you can see, I completed a 130 trade cycle. That means it's not 30 days. People say 30 days. It's not. It's 30 trading days, which is, if there's 5 trading days in a week, that's 6 weeks. Well, this coming Monday is a federal holiday. It will be closed. There will be no trading on this Monday, tomorrow. I release this typically on a Sunday. And so there's going to be 4 trading days next week, so you have to wait a little while. So as you can see, this one, I'm 24 days in. I started this second one right here. Can you see that? Yep, I started that when this one finished. I started this one mid this one, and so I'm kind of laddering them. And gosh, the returns have been outrageous. Can this go on forever? No. Is crypto risky? Absolutely. Do your own research. I'm not a financial advisor. This isn't financial advice. I'm sharing my journey. I'm telling you about the risks involved. And if you want to get into it, that's completely up to you. If you're going to get into it, use my codes, but don't get into it if you don't like the risk. Okay. And I'm not giving you advice. I'm just telling you what I did. Quopi, I started, you can see here, I made $37.94 last week. That's a 9.1% return in 1 week. Now, I know you're like, Joe, you're only shooting for 0.5 to 1% in Eazybot. Yes, I know that. This is a lot higher risk. I don't actually believe they're doing what they say they're doing, but they're returning me money, so my money is in there. And this is a little deceiving. This says, this right here, $944, that's my return. But actually, I've gotten more than that back because I've taken my original stake and restaked it. So it's actually a lot higher than this $944. I'm more than ROI'd on this project. I am playing with 100% house money at this point. And when my stake ends, I'm not sure if I'll restake or just take my, cut my risk and take my money out. I will talk to you all about that when the time comes. As you can see, here's my report of what my Bitcoin and Litecoin did this week. It earned me $37.94. Quopi is very good with the reports. They're very good with the pretty website and all these things. So it's worth a look if you're not in it. I'm not recommending it, but I like the way this is done. I don't believe they're actually trading stocks because I've done the math and it doesn't make a lot of sense. So what they're doing, I'm not entirely sure, but it is continuing to work. All right, next up, BNB All-Stars. So BNB All-Stars is a ROI app that I got into. You put your money in, you don't get it out until you do get it out little bits at a time. And so what they make you do is they make you do 3 compoundings or reinvestments, and then you have 48 hours to take out your next one. So I do for 24 hours, I compound, 24 hours compound, 24 hours compound, and then I wait 48 hours to let that money accumulate before I take it out. And as you can see, I started with $100. That $100 is now worth $136 and change. Let's see. Where's BNB All-Stars? There it is. $100 is now worth $136 because I've been recompounding. And as you can see, the rewards have gotten greater every week. Now, this week's a little deceiving because I think I got 2 reward sets. I'm not 100% sure. I wish I'd taken better notes of that. But the return in the past week has been 7.68% in BNB versus my original $100. And as you can see, I'm growing this without putting more money in it. So the rewards are going to continue to compound and get bigger. And that's how I'm going to ROI on this D-app, right? That's why they call it an ROI D-app. So I'm not telling you to get in this one. I'm in this one. And if you look on the, here's a little one of those D-app side that shows you that this is still rising. The balance is still rising in this one. And for me, it's working fine for now. Don't know how long it'll go because it could rug, there's inherent risks in these programs. It could run out of money. It could rug, it could all these things. Some crazy birds and dogs making noise outside, but I don't even know what that is. All right. So BNB All-Stars, it is working for me. Can't say that it's going to work for you, but it is working for me. Let's move on. Let's talk about some rugs. BigWhale, of course, BigWhale. I don't know if it was a rug or a hack. They say it was a security breach. I've heard rumors that the police have shut down and frozen all the funds. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that they're saying that they're going to refund to give them time. And every time anyone's ever said they're going to, let's see. There's been a couple that have actually refunded me that later to take your money again, like Stable Fund and what was the other one? PGV. The promise of rewards or refunds is great. Now, I don't know what's going on back there, but there's literally I don't know if it's what it is, but there's some crazy noises out there. I live in Florida, so there's a lot of critters. Anyway, BigWhale. So BigWhale is, I don't know if it's rugged or breached. The money's gone, and they said they're going to refund it over time. We'll see what happens. Speaking of rugs and refunds, wolfcapital is back, and I don't know what they're doing, but they're saying that they're going to start with the smaller amounts first. wolfcapital, BigWhale, I got into both those projects, and right after I got into them, I'm always late to the game on these things. So again, follow my journey. Don't necessarily do it. But as soon as I got into to wolfcapital, they also did the same nonsense that BigWhale did. Everyone's like, you got to get into wolfcapital. They're amazing. Got to get into BigWhale. So I get into these things just with a teeny amount because I don't trust them. And then sure enough, second I get in, they disappear, go away, security breach, rug, whatever you want to call it. So this doesn't work, but connect my wallet. Do you know if I really even want to connect my wallet to this? I don't know if I want to do this. I'm not going to do it. But anyway, I'll check this out later. But it says they're going to start with the small refunds, the people that put small stakes in. Gosh, I can barely talk this morning. People who put the small stakes in, they're going to start with those first. Yay me, my $65 might get returned. I mean, I'll take it though. But that's why I put small amounts in these, just to test them out and see what's going on. Quopi, I went in a little bit bigger But typically, I'm going to put ones I really don't trust. I'll put a teeny tiny amount of money in there just to see how the game is played because I don't always fully understand it. And I've lost too much money by going in big and just losing my money. So I started with a small amount. This one I hope to refund. Now, the big news for today. So this is a project called RevToken. It got me interested because, they talk about honesty, transparency, trust, a fully community-driven project. They're using real utility. They're going to try to do real, where is their, utilities. They're going to be doing real, true KYCs and all these things. This is a project that interests me because they're fed up with the same things I'm fed up with, which is rug pulls, lack of trust, lack of information, bad KYCs, bad audits, all these things, and bringing back all of these things to the DeFi, which I'm very interested in because I think it's a really cool space. That's why I do this channel and why I'm, going after what I'm going after. And so the big news for me is that one of their founding members has agreed to do my first AMA with me, and I'm going to bring you that, and we're going to ask the hard-hitting questions. And he said, look, ask away, man. We're not hiding anything. And so I love the attitude, and we're going to record that this week, and I'm going to release it probably later this week. I'll tell you all about it. I'm super pumped for this, and I think it's a great project. I think it has long-term viability. These are my opinions, and we're gonna ask all the questions. If you have any questions you want me to ask these people, put them down below. I want to know the questions you want to hear from this community, so we can ask, like I said, the hard-hitting questions. And he said, look, ask away, man. We'll see what happens. So I'm very excited for that. It is my first one, so please join us. I'm going to put out little breadcrumbs along the way to let you know when that's going to be out. Really love to see you join it, and we'll go from there. But that's all I got, really. I mean, let's do a quick wrap up. Let me put this right here. Quick wrap up. So this week, I have about $4,390 in the trades that I'm showing you here. Got a $75 return. That's a 1.71% return this week. That's not terrible. A 1.71 annualized is about 88% this week. So if I could keep this up, that money will almost double within a year. And I have a suspicious feeling we might do better than that, but who knows? We'll find out. You'll find out. Keep watching. Like, subscribe, share, do all those things. When you see notice for the AMA, make sure that you get on that, watch it, and let me know your thoughts. That's it. We'll see you next time.